Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Waiting to Exhale Parenting Edition. I am May, and I am introducing my third child, Delilah. This is episode 4 for us. And just again, follow along, even if you don't have 3 kids. Kudos to you. I'm just going to go over my birth story, introduce her, and where we are today. Delilah is my rainbow baby. Most people don't know what a rainbow baby is. Rainbow baby is the first child birthed after a miscarriage. I did have a miscarriage a year prior to having her. I don't talk about it a lot because I was pretty early in my pregnancy, and it wasn't like a planned or anything that I expected, or honestly, it wasn't something that I wanted. I don't want to say perfect, but it did what it did. And prior to having Delilah, of course, y'all met my other 2 kids in previous episodes. I had a kid young, so I knew I wanted 2 kids max without being married. I said I'll have more kids if and when I get married. Because I had that miscarriage, I felt like that was just God saying, you are not ready, you are not married, this child is not for you. And maybe that's why I didn't take it so hard. That's maybe why I don't linger around about it. But Delilah this isn't proof. Well, I guess it is proven her because it's her birthday, but Delilah, I strongly believed, was conceived on my wedding day. I got married June 1st, 2016. She was born March 4th, 2017. Y'all do the math. Tell me if I'm right or not. But so Delilah, she was meant to be. She my rainbow baby. She's my another planned baby after my marriage. Not as far as not how I did Meet and downloading the apps and all that, but God said, all right, you said you didn't want more until you got married. You said I do. You did what you do later on, and here's your baby. Also, with Delilah's name, I could not think of a name. I didn't want a regular, and no shade to y'all, no shade to Ashley's and Jessica's and Jasmine's, but it's a lot of them. So I just didn't want to name my baby that. So I'm going to say it took me about 8 months to come up with her name. And I'm not super biblical. I know today is Easter, so all y'all at church, don't get on me. But I'm not super into the Bible and all that. But once I did come up with her name, everybody oh, that's so cute. Delilah, like the Bible. I'm like, sure. Her pregnancy, I really don't know. Her pregnancy, my pregnancy with her was smooth. And I'm going to say that only because I was in the transition of becoming a wife, and I was already a mother, but in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm a wife. What do wives do? Because I don't know no wives. Nobody in my family is married successfully, or married that's not in a toxic situation to where I want to mimic them or call for advice. But anyway, I did not work while I was pregnant with Delilah. My husband married me and said, oh, you pregnant? Sit down. So after having her, she was just the sweetest, funniest baby. I feel like she was so advanced for her age. Even at a couple months, she was real long and tall. She started talking fast and walking fast. I'm like, okay. And when I tell you, my babies make it easy for me. I don't know. My babies make it easy for me. Delilah was a pretty easy child. Now, after I had Delilah, I did go to work. Because again, I didn't work while I was pregnant. But as soon as I had her, it was just that was my first time of, my husband saying oh, you don't have to work. So my first time going back to work after having her, it was August 2017. I had her in March. August 2017, I went back to work. I had a chat job. The chat job, talking, I forgot what it was called. Dynamic. Got the job Dynamic. I'm like, oh, this job easy. I'm gonna talk on the phone, just type or whatever. My middle sister needed a job. I don't gatekeep, especially with my sisters, my family, whatever. Come on, see if I can get you in. I got her into the job. She didn't have a car at the time, so we were sharing my car. So I worked in the morning. She worked in the afternoon. Our deal was, you take me to work because I got to be there at 8, but take me at 7, take me early, and then You take my 2 older kids to school, and Delilah, which is my third, you take her to daycare. I started in August. My sister, I got her in by November, December. November, December, mind y'all, it's cold. It's winter. I'm in Michigan. So she drops me off at work one day. She goes to drop the kids off at school. She's driving around in the car because she has some business to take care of. So she was driving around in the car at least 2-3 hours after dropping the kids off at school. Now, I know this because my sister is younger than me, and social media was popping. So she on social media posting her story of her driving my car. I don't see a car seat in the back, but okay, you dropped the baby off at daycare. I shouldn't see a car seat in the back, but stop recording and driving, or whatever. So it wasn't no thing. Mind y'all, okay, this 8-9 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock rolls around. Time for me to get off. Time for her to come in. She drive up, clock in, give me my keys. I'm out. I'm driving, la 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 la. I go pick up my baby first because the kids don't get out of school till like 3:45. So I got time to pick up the baby first from daycare, then go get them. Got in the car, didn't see the car seat, so I'm assuming she took it into the building. Go to the daycare. I get to daycare. As I'm getting out, I see the car seat is flipped over in the back seat. I mean, like, cause I had a Town and Country, so they got captain chairs. I see the car seat is flipped over in between the captain chairs. So I'm like, cause it's winter time. I'm like, let me flip this seat over and strap it in, cause why it ain't strapped in first of all. But let me flip this car seat over, strap it in, and so I can get ready to get her. It could be smooth transition. I ain't gotta be standing out in the cold trying to wrestle with this car seat. Let me breathe, cause y'all. I open the door. I pick up the car seat to strap it in. I'm thinking I'm about to just sling it. Let me get this car seat, strap it in. I grab it with one hand. It's heavy. It's heavy because Delilah is still in the car seat. So, Delilah is still in the car seat. She got her snowsuit on. She strapped in, buckled up, and just in there. So, my immediate thought, it was blank, because it started going in slow motion, because it's like, as I'm picking up this car seat, what am I about to see? So, luckily the daycare was right across the street from a hospital, right across the street from Sinai Grace Hospital. Shout out to New Beginnings, because my kids been there for over 10 years. I mean, they not there no more, so y'all can't go there and find them. But if y'all want to take y'all kids to daycare, New Beginnings. But anyway, I picked up the car seat. Didn't know what I was going to see. My baby is in the car seat, in her snowsuit, buckled up, flipped over. Before I could even register the fact that she's been in there for hours, I'm just wanting to know, is she breathing? And I can't really tell quick enough because she buckled up, she got her snowsuit on, and she's a baby. She's like 8 months old. So once I flip it over, I'm immediately, the car seat on the ground at this point, and on 6 Mile, the car seat on the ground, trying to figure out how I'm about to get her. Is she breathing? Because she was like, her nose was real blocked from snot, like, running down her face. When I tell y'all, if that job wasn't in Troy, my sister probably wouldn't even be here, because I would have been on my way before I even found out if my kid was alive or not. Life for a life type. That's how I was feeling. My sister, she is younger than me, but at that time, my kids is more important. I love my sisters down. They was my first kids, but how could you leave my baby in the car? This wasn't her first day taking them to school. This was an ongoing thing. Like, this was a repetitive thing, something she did 5 days a week before she went to work. And like I said before, she driving around on social media. You ain't remember that you ain't take my baby to school? My baby ain't cry no time. That really be hard to believe. But whatever, it's over. And my baby is 8 years old today, and she's still here. Her brain is functioning fine. She good, whatever. But that be pissing me off. Like, she was young. My sister was young, but you are an adult. Like, that was just real irresponsible on her part. But at the same time, she didn't have kids at the time. So, whatever for now. But it wasn't whatever then. Then I called the job to tell her what she did. She started crying. Click. Because to you, this baby ain't nothing. To me, this baby is everything. Dang, now I'm getting mad at her again. But anyway, so That was literally the probably one of the hardest parts of Delilah's childhood that I've had. When I say she is so happy, bubbly, cheery, she idolizes her brother. She is very active. I would say though, one thing that I am running into now, since we know we are being transparent, also remind y'all the point of this podcast and this platform is to advise, to give advice. So anything that I post or talk about on here, whether it's my kids, somebody else's kids, or whatever, if y'all don't agree with it or agree with how it's handled, just comment your advice or just keep scrolling. We trying to figure out how to make things work over here with these kids. Don't try to make parents feel bad for what they doing or how they are doing things, because sometimes that's all we know. So that was just a premise for this story that I'm about to tell y'all. So Delilah, like I said, good kid all the way, all the way, all the way through. But recently, I feel like, she's getting older, second grade, third grade. She is talking to different people. And even though y'all, everybody say technology is advancing these kids and they don't know. And kids are just clicking things. So my daughter did just get a phone for her birthday, but she also has access to iPad, TV, all that. But recently there has been supposedly kids in her school who are saying things that are inappropriate for their age. They 8 years old. Why are y'all talking about body parts? Why are y'all talking about intercourse? How do y'all know these things? So I've had to have conversations like that with her, which are very hard because I didn't have to do that with my first two kids. And it's like the way that the world is going, it is putting so much stuff in front of our kids. So I just want us to do our due diligence and put the good stuff in front of our kids, or explain to them the bad that they see or the bad that they know or the bad that they are being told is not accurate or is not within their level of understanding or within their age bracket. However you got to break it down. Just like how I made the video about cussing, I really still don't understand why you can't cuss. I'm just telling y'all, it's not for kids. It's for adults. Some things are just sectioned off into age groups. You ain't there yet. But yeah, Delilah, she is a sweetie pie. And then when she is sad, it hurts my heart. But I love my girl. But thanks for watching the birth story. I'm sure I forgot about so much, but because I was just finna cry so many times, I cannot keep doing this video. We will be back in a minute with a couple of questions because she did say she wrote a few down for me. And I'm just going to ask her a few things about how she feel being in our family dynamic, what she thinks about my parenting, and any advice she might want to share. Hey, cutie.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
All right. So you got a few questions for me? Well, I just want to introduced you a little bit. Can you tell everybody what your name is?
My name is Delilah, and this is my mom right here.
What questions do you have for me, Delilah?
My first question is, when you go out with your friends, how is it like being without your kids?
It is. Can I be honest? When I go out with my friends and I don't have my kids, sometimes honestly it's boring because y'all are funny. But I be talking about y'all when I go out, so it don't really be like y'all not there unless I'm doing something that I know for sure that y'all wouldn't even be able to be a part of. So I do be missing y'all, but I talk about y'all too. And I text and check on y'all.
My second question is, what do you call your life, like, that you're living?
What do I call my life?
Is it going okay, good?
Oh, what would I consider? How would I consider my life to be going right now?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. I would consider my life to be going great. I am doing something that I like to do right now. I am talking on a podcast that I wanted to start for years. I am talking about something that I love, which is my children and all children. Me and your dad is in a real good place. He moved back home for work, and he's no longer working out of town, so that's good. I would say life is great. I'm in school. My grades are good. I'm still working, making my money. I'm cute. You cute? Girl, life is good.
My last question is, how is mothering with 4 kids?
How is it parenting 4 kids? Parenting 4 kids is I'm going to say it's a little hard when I don't have proper sleep or planning, or if I'm not on the schedule. It is, I feel, a little easier with my 4 kids because y'all are so many years apart that I section y'all off. Jayla and Micho are 3 years apart, and they, to me, are like my first group of kids. And then between you and Micho is 5 years. So y'all have a 5 year gap between you and Blair. Y'all my second set of kids. In real life, I don't have 4 kids. I got 2 half-grown kids, and I got 2 kids. This may sound so bad, but y'all are my focus. Y'all are so little that I'm still building the foundation with y'all. So I'm doing more work with y'all. So my focus is more on my 2 kids, so I don't feel as stressed to try to build your older brother and sister into the humans that I want them to be, because I'm focused on y'all. It's not hard with the 4 kids because I'm not trying to do it all at one time.
I thought Jayla was the really grown one, and then you basically got 3 kids, which is Micho, Blair, and me.
Because she on her way out, she got a year left, but Micho is entering his teenage year. For the most part, he is the human that I'm creating. He's good, so I don't have to focus so much on him or worry so much about him like I do with y'all. So I don't feel the pressure of having 4 kids. That's your last question. All right, my turn. How do you feel being the middle child?
It feel great. Like it just feel like it feel like being the middle child and playing with. I just play with Blair a lot, and I don't really know how it feel, but it just feel like a regular person, like a child's do.
Girl, high five. That is right. Because I said, like, how do you feel being a middle child? But I don't like the stigma of the middle child, the way middle children act. They say, well, you probably don't know, but they say, like, the middle child seeks attention because they are trying to either act like the older or act like the younger. But you have 2 older than you and 1 younger. You and Mito technically are the middle, but you like the middle girl. I just always wondered if you felt like you needed to stand out. But you don't. You are special. Do you know that God gave you to me? Do you know that? He gave you to me in more ways than one. Not only because you are here today, but because I told God that I can only handle 2 kids by myself. I had your brother and sister. Then when I told God when I got married, I wanted to have another baby. That's when I would have more kids. And guess what happened? As soon as I got married to your daddy, boom, you came along. You were meant to be here. You are really a blessing. All right, my next question is, are you looking forward to school ending, or do you want to stay in school all year round?
I don't know about that one yet, but I feel like seeing what I learned in school, I want to stay in school and see what we actually learn when I get older and stuff like that.
You looking forward to the progress of every grade? Good.
So I can get a free college and I don't have to pay like $100 or $10,000.
You say it again.
I said so I can get a free college and don't have to pay for nothing.
Girl, that's right, because I'm going to save for you some college money, but try to get some scholarships and free college. That's right. I know, girl. I don't really have too many questions for you, but I do want you to give advice to kids your age. What would you advise them to do in order to help their parent, just to make it easier for them? Even if it's just today. It don't got to be something all the time, but just give one piece of advice that you would give to an 8-year-old child, to something nice to do for their parent.
Maybe I would say on a special day or a day they don't have school, they can just maybe give them respect, like stay the whole day with them, spend the whole day with them, and that's what I would do.
That's what the child should do? You would spend the whole day with your parent?
Yes.
Well, I'm off on Wednesday. Do you want to spend the whole day with me?
Yes.
It's a deal. It's a date. Just me and you. Don't be inviting people, including your sister. That was a good interview. Give me a hug. I love you.
I love you.
That's it. That was good. You spoke really nicely.